Hey guys, it's the Kellys. Today we're going wine tasting.
Yeah, and we're here just outside Niagara Falls at Chateau Des Charmes.
Oh my god, no, you butchered that. Chateau Des Charmes.
Chateau Des Charmes.
Niagara Falls region has over 50 wineries, and from what we have read, it is because they have nice hot summers and then really cold winters, which makes it an elite area to grow grapes for the wine.
Especially chilled wine.
Yes, ice wine. Last night, the server at our restaurant told us that this is one of the best places for ice wine, and
Canada is famous for it.
Ice wine, so we're gonna hope to try some of that and maybe even buy some to take back to America.
Right, and if Canada's famous for it, and this is one of like the best places for it, like that is super awesome.
All right, let's walk in because we have an 11 o'clock reservation.
You got some brut sparkling wine to start the day.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it lovely? Very nice.
I don't know anything about the wines in this area. I just picked it because of how pretty it looked.
What we had is we had a young man by the name of Mr. Paul Bosk, and he was overseas wanting to set up a winery. And but he wanted to set up a winery in a New World location. Can we do this somewhere else? Where else do they speak French? He comes down here in the 60s, and then eventually he buys a plot of land over there on 4 Mile Creek Road. In 1978, Chateau Des Charmes was born. Makes us the second oldest estate winery in Niagara. Before that, we were making wine out of whatever native grape varieties we could find. The wine wasn't very good. Mr. Bosk was one of the first ones, or was the first one over here to actually say, hold on, if we're gonna make good wine, we have to have the right grapes. So he was the very first one to take cuttings from France and actually plant them here. It started right here. The other thing here, of course, is we've got a lot of different places here with a lot of different wineries that are in different traditions. Germany, some Italian. This is the foremost French heritage. All of our wine is done with a nod to the history. Burgundy, different wine regions that are more north in France. Mm-hmm. That's why it translates here to Niagara, which is pretty cool. And we now have 155 acres. This that we're standing in right now, we call St. David's Bench. Okay, that is the vineyard. Across the street, there's a beautiful red house. That's where Paul still lives. I believe he's now in his mid to late 80s, and he's still here every day. We control the entire process from the moment that we actually plant the vine in the ground to the moment that we bottle. We have the ability to control quality every step of the way. Now, back there you're also going to see that crazy little wind turbine over there. And the Bosk family was the very first to put those up as well. When you can turn those on, pull hot, warmer air aloft and drops it down into the vineyard location, we can actually raise the temperature by about 5 degrees Celsius, or on average about 10 Fahrenheit plus. We actually can avoid that frost that's either going to harm the grapes or the tender shoots in the springtime. Now, the only other thing, really, that I usually talk about out here in the vineyard is our friend Ice Wine. We right now have 3 different ice wines that are on the menu. We've got a Vidal, a Riesling, and a Cabernet, which is a red ice wine.
I want to buy it all.
What will happen then is we will wait until the temperature drops down below -8 degrees Celsius 3 nights in a row. Your coldest temperature, middle of the night or very, very early morning on the 3rd day, that's harvest time. So we'll wait and we will pick it by tractor light, and we press it while they're frozen. This time when we press, all that water's frozen. As opposed to getting juice flowing out, what we get is a really slow moving honey basically that comes out. High concentrated. Everything is frozen except for the sugars and the sort of essence of the grape, the flavors and things like that. Now, we didn't invent it. It actually was something they discovered over in Germany. But what we can do is we can replicate it every year with a good degree of certainty. What I like to do now is go down to the cellar.
Cool. Okay, yeah.
Want to come with me?
Yes.
Here we go.
So this is our list, and we each get to try 4.
Here we are. 4 different cheeses on there. I've got some nicely warmed bread there as well. I'm a beer drinker. I don't know. Okay, Mark's there's wine.
Moving on to the ice wines because that's why I'm here. This is what I need. It's very sweet. It's so good. It's a Riesling ice wine 2016. It's also more expensive. This one tastes like candy. Wow, I really like ice wine. And this one, he said, is very interesting because it's been sitting there for a long time and you can't get it. Like brown sugar and fig kind of tasting instead of anything else. Oh, that's interesting.
I'm the cheese man. And the wine man. Tray delicious.
We're done with our wine tasting.
That was way cooler than I thought it would be.
When I mentioned wine tasting, Brian's kind of like, I mean, I guess. He's more of a beer drinker. Maybe he'll drink some liquor, but he's more of a beer drinker. But Brian, what did you learn?
I learned tons of things and I asked a lot of really good questions. I learned that, for one, Lauren really likes iced wine. 2, that I like wine just in general with cheese.
Brian likes to pair it with things for sure. I did buy 2 bottles of ice wine and they did give us a bottle of the rosé.
Our tour guide said it will taste a lot like Red Jolly Ranchers.
Which I don't like, so I'll be really interested to try.
I'll like it.
And see. So yeah, now I think we're gonna go hang around the Niagara on the Lake region, kind of see what Old Town has to say, and then we're gonna head back to America. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video if you liked us trying all the wine for you, and yeah, we will see you later. Comment below. We like you. Thanks. Bye. You look like you belong here. Niagara Falls has over 50 wineries. I just found $20 in my pocket.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
It's a good day.